Okay, so we're going to look at inverse trig functions on our TI-84 calculator. If you have a different calculator, you can probably adapt these instructions, hopefully pretty easily. It will depend on the exact calculator we have. Before we get started, we're going to make sure if we hit mode on our calculators, we have degree selected on the fourth line and not radian. Otherwise, our answers are going to be wrong. So back to the main screen. The exact problem we're looking at is this triangle. We have a vertical line that's 4 units tall, and then we have a hypotenuse that's 5 meters. And what we know, right, is that the opposite to the hypotenuse ratio is 4 to 5 in this triangle. So we know that the sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse, is 4 over 5, right? So, but what we don't know is what angle this would have to be in order for the ratio of opposite to hypotenuse to be 4 to 5. And all you have to do to get that, your calculator is very good at calculating these. You say, okay, we know the sine. So what you go second sine, and it gives you this. This is called the inverse sine, also called the arc sine. If you tell it, well, I have an angle whose sine is 4 over 5, and you hit enter, it would give you the angle. So the angle in this triangle is 53.1 degrees. That's the angle whose sine is a ratio of 4 to 5. If you knew what the cosine was, let's say, okay, well, we know in this triangle, let me insert a text box here. We know that, okay, the adjacent side is 3, so we would know that the adjacent side is 3. Right? You could also say, okay, well, I know that the cosine is 3 over 5. So if I put that into the inverse cosine by hitting second cosine, it will also tell me that same angle. Or alternatively, well, I know that the tan is 4 over 3. So if I put inverse tan 4 over 3, that would also give me this angle. So these inverse sine functions, sine inverse, cosine inverse, and tan inverse, those are used when you know what the sine, cos, or tan are, but you don't know what the angles are. Okay, so this is used to find angles. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please let me know.